at HSBC 7 Singapore. The captain of Australia, Tia Hines, leading her team for the first time. Everyone's missed out there.
No touch.
New Zealand got no touch. Maddie Levi got no touch, so it'll be a line-out throw for New Zealand, bang on the 10-metre line.
Yeah, this is where Australia have a great setup with Maddie Levi and Shreya Paki. So two strong, high athletes. They can pick either way, and of course you're going to go to Maddie Levi because she has reigned supreme so far this tournament.
New Zealand throw and find the captain, Hirini, with Pauti Lane, so they get the first chance with ball in hand, looking to release the strike weapons. Felix Hotham comes back into the traffic and is dragged down by Tegan Levi. Didn't play in the final last week, Tegan. Had a knock to the knee, so she couldn't compete. Levi really wrestling with Waka, who had to use every ounce of her strength to come away with that possession. An anguished cry for Miller as she went to the ground there, but seems to be okay. And now it's break on the switch, trying to get around Tegan Levi, and then the goose step, and away goes Michaela Blyde. This fleet-footed wonder from New Zealand, the all-time leading try scorer in Sevens history, as she's done time and again, opens up Australia's defence.
We saw the tears, but I think it's more of a release of the emotions of what you hear. Bounces out, bounces back in. There's the footwork, and that is filthy from Michaela Blyde. She is an elite player and unstoppable at the moment. Michaela Blyde in full flight. What a joy to watch.
Pauti Lane obliges with the extra 2 from in front, so it's New Zealand who fire the first salvo. 7 points to 0. Go flat with the restart. It's there for Hines. See what the response is from Australia. Let's get it to the hands of Bien Tarita, coming in this week for the first time since Madrid last year. And now Faith Nathan working in close channels, finding one of her cousins in this team. And now here's the first touch from Levi. Oh, spilt it in contact though. Not wrong.
Well, that's great cover from New Zealand. Going across on Maddie Levi. They know the danger that she is. Where's number 12? There she is. Let's get bodies on her. Hirini, look at the skipper, lowers, angles the hips, and Waka as well there in support. That is great systematic defence from the Black Ferns.
Binding on hooker, don't pull out early. Thank you.
Record in Singapore for New Zealand. It's the defending champions here last year. It's a whale of a final between New Zealand and Australia too.
Sit
on this ground, as they so often are. New Zealand scrum on halfway. Felix Hotham in the middle again. Pauti Lane on the wraparound. She's got the injection of Mahina Paul. Tried to flick it back in field. Break and Levi come together. It's still there for New Zealand. Australia protesting off the ball tackle. Now Pauti Lane has to put the foot down in a narrow channel on the left. It was untidy, but it's paid off, and it's Reese Pauti Lane who pounced.
It was all a bit messy, wasn't it, on the edge? Again, good defence from the Black Ferns. They had numbers wrapping around a 50-50 ball. Works out for New Zealand. Maddie Levi just can't take it. Michaela Blyde takes her in the same motion. And Reese Pauti Lane, she always puts herself in a great position to do something.
Pauti Lane can't convert, but 12 points to 0, leading the series points this season. She does the goal kicking as well. Maddies are all and multiples of 5. 12-0 New Zealand lead. Shallow. Now Pauti Lane's made a mistake with the kick though, so here's Australia's chance.
That is a massive chance just to have a bit of respite and get ball in hand, and this is where Australia have been so good over the course of the weekend, is the composure when they are in these situations. Tegan Levi, she's integral to the chances.
Nathan in the middle. This is where they like to pull the strings, do Australia, and it's Tia Hines who will look to do that now. Tegan Levi just ran out of room for his sister. Oh, Tia Hines got Pauti Lane at the same time, and the ball spilled on New Zealand's side. Miller will get the penalty. It's voracious defence from the Black Ferns at the moment. Pauti Lane almost through a hold. Now it's Tegan on that one. The pity on each side of the ball. Tegan Levi wins it back for Australia. No way through, and that's high from Miller.
I don't think Tegan Levi came through the gate whatsoever. On that last ruck, lucky to get away with that one. It was an instant call. Australia at the moment stuck in their own half, and I'm sure that's why they're going to kick this ball down. The physicality of these two teams has been immense this weekend, and defense has been at the forefront of why these two teams are in this final. Reece Lane lowers his shoulder and folds the Australian skipper.
Hines has put them down to the 10-metre line with the kick. She's got the throw, and instead she goes over the line out to try and catch New Zealand on the hop. Tegan Levi almost through the middle. Now it's with Tarita. Has to go back out, and they'll head towards Maddie's edge. Hines pressing. Hines looking for Levi. One-on-one with Waka. It's Miller who comes over to help out. They ragdoll it to the sidelines. And Waka wants to go. Felix Hotham now going to run back into the traffic. Will need some support. Waka comes and obliges. Paul. Just a little bit of how to shape New Zealand. That one spilled out, and it spilled out forward.
No. It's been a battle. We spoke about the physicality of these teams, but look at this breakdown. Paul, again, loose from New Zealand now. Was there a hand in here on the way back? Rather than a foot, you can't play it with your hand there. It was deemed not so.
New Zealand have let Australia off the hook a couple of times though now. See if Australia can capitalise this deep in New Zealand's 22. Oh, good hassle at the base of that scrum on Duff from Pauli Lane. Big play from RPL again.
Well, you know this game's going to be decided at ruck time. Being very liberal in that area. But look at that, this half is flowing by. There's been the furious action. New Zealand want to strike here. Normally it's through the centre position. It's Felix Hotham.
Crouch.
See if the attitude of New Zealand. Yeah, as you say, that first half has really flown by it, and they're going to get a free kick here. Australia pushed too early in the scrum, so Pauli Lane again tries to catch Australia off guard. Waka going to have to take contact. Siren's gone for half-time, so New Zealand playing inside their own 22, which can be a risky game this late in a half. Paul, that spilled out on Australia's side too, and it's play on. Hidden's in the knock that down in the tackle. But Australia a chance to get on the board before the half-time break. Nathan with Levi, there's the danger. It opens up for them. They manipulated it brilliantly. New Zealand overplayed their hand and Australia score.
Well, it's risk and reward, isn't it, if you're going to play in front of your own post? And on that occasion, New Zealand got caught out. Support players weren't there, and they took it into the setup. Let's watch this. Just a little bit too slow, half a second. Good turnover. And then from there, you know where you got to go. You got to get it to number 12. Where is she? Out wide. Look at this late switch. Oh, that's just dangerous. Maddie Levi, man, oh man, such a weapon.
And into half-time they go with very little separating them. As per usual, it's New Zealand noses in front, 12 points to 7 at the break. Leading Australia 12 points to 7 as we get set to go in the second half. A very good Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening to you watching on Stan Sport in Australia, Sky Sport in New Zealand and around the world. These teams treating you to another great final. New Zealand penalised, thought the ball was out, but a couple have gone against them of late. Seeing who responds to the decisions. Here's Hines. Nathan. The ever-dangerous Faith. Nathan, oh, but she's stitched up Duff there, and now Felix Hotham. She should have the pace on Pucky. Does she get the bounce just enough? Jasmine Felix Hotham, the control was there at the split second when she needed it to be. And Felix Hotham, the first to score in the second half.
And again, from Reece Lane in a defensive effort, puts the shot on, gets the turnover, reads the late switch. Look at it, number 7, crack. And then Felix Hotham is right there. And this control and composure at the end, that is a difficult thing to do. Well done, Jasmine Felix Hotham.
If the hands don't up, it's going to probably come straight off the nose. controlled it. Poldy Lane can't convert, so the margin is 10. New Zealand 17, Australia 7.
Black number 4.
I think there's going to be a big piece of the puzzle is when you make switches off the bench. New Zealand just made one. Choose to set the final coming on.
Poldy Lane again. If one thing she hasn't done this weekend, they have just not come off the boot well all weekend for Reece Poldy Lane.
I think it's just fatigue because she's having to do a lot of work in the middle, then she's having to rush down and do the conversions and then rush back and take the kickoff. So that's the thing.
And that's the absence of Manaya Nuku as well.
Exactly right.
5 and 22.
And again now Tim Walsh counteracts with his couple of players coming on for this exact moment. Now we need to try something special. What's your best move? Bring someone like Davis on.
Mackenzie Davis, 3 tries in the semi-final. Electric speed, 20-year-old. Australia looking to get back into this one. The margin 10, plenty of time to chew that up to. Here's Bridget Clark. She likes to take hard meters. Miller's trying to get hands on it, but has to release. Out they come for Soraya Paki. Speaking of people who like hard meters up the middle. Big carries from Soraya Paki as per usual this weekend. Nathan comes away for Hines. They're looking for Levi. Not a lot of room for Levi here. And Miller trying to rip the ball away as she makes the tackle. Levi did well to hold on to it, but then Hiddeny came on as well. It took 3 of them to stop Maddie Levi, but stop her they did.
Oh, this is a defensive masterclass from New Zealand at the moment. Georgia Miller. This is attitude that she's showing on the shot on Maddie Levi. They're putting some heavy hits on the big number 12. Waka gets palmed up. Look at these two. Go to work, wrestle, and then the skipper right over the ball. There's no way you're moving a World Cup winner like that.
Sorry. It's time still off. Sorry.
Carly Henwood coming in for Australia.
It's interesting here. Michaela Blyde is going to come and tap this ball when normally she's got the far side of the field. You want to manipulate that space to her. So to me, there's going to be some deception somewhere and probably bounce back the blind to her.
Setefano. There's lots of bodies in motion for New Zealand. It's Poldy Lane. Kelsey Tinetti out there, and Felix Hotham's got her on the wraparound, and she's so fast, so strong, so determined. Kelsey Tinetti taking her opportunities when they come her way. That might be the one that really breaks it open out for New Zealand.
Speak about timing of reserves. Tinetti snuck onto the field for this exact moment. Corey Sweeney doing it, uses break as a decoy. 1 inside player, 2 inside players. And then there's the overlap. They manipulate it well. Jasmine Felix Hotham is having a blinder. She puts that pass on a platter for Kelsey Tinetti. And she is showing she is a lethal finisher.
The benches, the support teams, the fans, everyone rides every moment with these athletes. New Zealand now out to 24-7. Australia have to be the next to strike, simply have to be. As again, it's Setefano this time who puts the shot on. New Zealand, oh, have they blown through here? Yeah, Hiddeny has just about got hands on it. It's unplayable. Well, they have just loved the defence in this match.
Well, they've come with a plan. I think this is Ed Coker, the defensive coach of this Black Ferns Sevens team. He used to love this stuff too. And they've just shut the attack wave down this Australia unit, and they've cut it off at the pass too. They've taken out Maddie Levi and said, you know what, Australia, you try and beat us elsewhere.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Poldy Lane, away she comes again. Just got it on a string at the moment, as has Felix Hotham. Going herself, or couldn't quite release. That's wonderful try-saving defence from Faith Nathan on her line. Just about done enough to disrupt. New Zealand still with possession. Setefano looks to straighten. Now Miller time into it as well. Tinetti on the other edge. Levi has, what did you just do, Maddie Levi? Saves the try, steals the ball, gets away. She's hurt herself in the tackle as well. That was unbelievable. She's in some discomfort picking herself up, but she has possibly saved her team 5, and if not more. Another penalty. New Zealand now having a back pedal. Oh, Tinetti looked in for all money. Australia just have not been able to find a way through this New Zealand defence, though. It's reset again. 2 minutes to play. Oh, Clark can't get away from Hidden either. Picks herself up off the canvas slowly.
It touched me. Scrum.
And now it's touched the referee, and that's the last thing Australia needed.
Maddie Levi just continues to do stuff you've never seen on the rugby pitch before. Look at this, targets the ball, and then on the way down, stops it from getting placed, and then rips it. Never seen that in my life. How good, Maddie Levi. Oh, you are A1.
I don't care if anyone's going to come up with any technicalities about not releasing ball on the ground, whatever, don't care. Unbelievable.
She'll probably catch this and score now too.
First fastest player to 200 tries this weekend. Her team's not going to get this final. But she has done everything she could. Piper Simons will scoop it away for Mackenzie Davis now. Oh, geez, some big contact coming in. Here's Henwood. Can't release Levi on the outside this time, so Levi had to go in, and it's just spilled awkward. It's just the desperation in the end here from Australia. Going to give some possession back to New Zealand. Oh, massive clear out. Nobody's missing in the final minute. Here's Sayeli, Elena Sayeli, getting some game time in this final. Miller just holds on. Almost smiling as she comes to the physicality of Faith Nathan, who's not shy of it either. Sayeli looking those long legs and long arms, keeping the ball in play. New Zealand, bit of razzle. Tanetti got Henwood still kept alive, and now Breakers is going to swerve away to the line. Well, are you not entertained by the quality of rugby sevens these women are producing in both jerseys? 29-7 New Zealand in front now.
Well, no one's on their heels defensively from both of these sides. They are just firing shots. Eleni Sayeli, look at the determination down that sideline, takes out two defenders, still gets the pass away. And then from there, look at this. Take your medicine. Get this out, and then there's the numbers. Michaela Blyde, she is 5-star.
She's chasing her teammate for all-time leading point scorer, and now she's going to have her second ever conversion. And she's nailed it. Kind of, it's gone over. That's all that matters. And New Zealand are champions in Singapore again. Dominant performance.